YouTube fam, we're back. Okay, we got a video about Jalen Milroe. Okay, my QB. Okay, my Alabama Crimson Tide QB. Okay, this video is titled "This is the most dangerous man in the NFL draft." First of all, everybody been doubting Milroe. So far, all I know is that people do not trust in Milroe's talent. They don't think he can deliver in the NFL, bro. I doubt that, bro. Okay, maybe it's because I'm a fan. Yes, I'm a fan. Okay, I'm an Alabama fan. I won't lie, but still, bro, like Jalen Milroe can play, bro. Okay, so let's get this video started. Okay, the most dangerous man in the NFL draft. Keep in mind, this video is about Jalen Milroe.
Okay, so, I feel like I've done you guys a disservice. I feel like a lot of you just paint me as the guy who makes goofy videos and's got the Tom Brady poster and does historical documentary. I'm in love with football. The game, chess game being it. And the constant don't worry. The NFL draft every year brings fresh faces to the league that change the way the NFL ecosystem functions. I mean, just last season, with all the hype going towards Caleb Williams,
this man right here, bro. This man right here just set the bar high for every new rookie QB. Every new rookie QB gonna be told to look at this dude as an example. Like this dude right here, bro, just ruined future QB's future, bro. Right here, bro. This dude right here single-handedly ruined every rookie QB's, bro.
Williams potentially being an all-time great talent, Jaden Daniels came one game away from winning the Super Bowl damn near. When Washington's biggest offseason addition was like, besides Frankie Louvu, Bobby Wagner, and Austin Eckler's corpse. And that type of situation happens like every year. Some rookies make an impact right away, but in a draft like 2025, one where people aren't super sold on the depth, I could not disagree.
Honestly, bro, I won't lie, bro. Like the 2025 draft, bro, I won't lie, bro. Like this class is not that dope, bro. Like it feels like there have been like better classes. Like it feels like out of like the players, it feels like there are only like 10 players everybody's like really looking forward to seeing in the NFL next season. Out of all like the players that are gonna be getting drafted. That's crazy, bro. Like that's kind of crazy because this class just ain't like that, bro.
More. With NFL players in general continuing to get better and better because that's how human beings work, I already think that train of thought is just counterintuitive, but damn near every position in the draft has the ability of producing productive players in the later rounds. But, although there are just a ton of prospects, I'd love to talk about for like 4 hours, there's one guy that has captivated me more than any prospect I've ever seen. And don't get me wrong, I've fallen in love with guys like this before, but never before have I seen an NFL prospect as fascinating as Jalen Milroe. Let me explain. But before we continue, I gotta talk to you about this video sponsor, Kalshi. And Kalshi sponsored the channel before.
Oh man, I fumbled this one.
This in all 50 states and tournament bracket. Here they have a video, and without further ado, let's get back to it. Out of every quarterback in the 2025,
I know, okay, I fumbled that, bro. I dropped the ball hard. I fumbled. I'm sorry. Like I was trying to jump the air. Next thing I know, I fumbled.
Class. Since the beginning of even like the NFL season, it's been dominated by two guys, and for good reason. Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders are the consensus 2 top 3 picks right now, and the way things are shaping up to be, it would be a complete shocker if the top 3 picks in the draft are not Cam Ward to the Titans, Abdul Carter to the Browns, and Shedeur Sanders to the Giants. Obviously anything can happen, but if you had to bet real money on what the top 3 picks would look like, that's the most likely scenario. And the debate between Shedeur and Ward, what the top Shedeur Sanders to the Giants.
Question, okay? Flood the comments right now, bro. Do y'all think this right here is possible for this to go exactly the way everybody thinks it's gonna go? Like Sanders to like New York Giants. I won't lie, bro. If Sanders joins the New York Giants, I'm gonna be pissed because I'm a New York Jets fan. I know matchup at Abdul Carter. Come on, Titans, bro. I feel like Titans are gonna fuck him up, bro. Like, oh my god, why couldn't it be like, I don't know, like the Buffalo Bills, I don't know, the Green Bay Packers or something, bro.
Obviously anything can happen.
Do you think it's gonna happen like this? Do you out of 10, right? Out of 10, bro. what are the chances of this happening? Like, is it like 5 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 10 out of 10? What do you all think, bro? Flood the comments right now.
Happen, but if you had to bet real money on what the top 3 picks would look like, that's the most likely scenario. And the debate between Shedeur and Ward is an interesting one in and of itself. It's the classic fundamentals versus like the aura debate. We've seen it before with Leaf versus Manning, and there is no right answer. If you want someone more traditional and surgical who's already proved he can thrive behind a shit offensive line, then go Sanders. But if you want a higher ceiling and the ability to be a true MVP candidate type of guy sooner rather than later, you go Cam Ward. For what it's worth though, you know, my opinions have changed over time, and I'm more of a Shedeur Sanders guy, but because of the athletic gifts, I totally get why Cam Ward is going number 1. But this is what hooked me into even making this video in the first place and doing research even further on this draft class. Because, well, Cam Ward's greatest strengths listed by most experts are his strong arm and great mobility. But I would argue, you know, there's a certain player not even projected to be a first rounder or even a second rounder who does those 2 things even better than Cam Ward does. Jalen Milroe has always been around football, and the motherfucker has worked his ass off to be in the position he's in today. At just 22 years old, he is 6'2", 225 pounds as a quarterback. Almost the exact same height and weight as Lamar Jackson right now. But no comparisons yet, okay? I had to mention that. I really don't want to talk about Lamar in this video, but this is a guy who grew up in a military household. His dad served in the Marine Corps and his mom was in the Navy, and he had to wait behind Bryce Young before he got a shot in college. But when he did, he was an absolute highlight machine for Bama, even without Coach Saban there. And his strengths as a prospect, like I said, were clearly on the film. This man's rushing upside.
Bro, the way he can rush, bro. He's about to talk about that right now too, bro. Like, the way he can get a rushing touchdown out of no, like, bro, why are they sleeping on my ball, bro? Like, this is breaking. I want, like, bro, my heart is broken right now. The way everybody like just doubting, bro. Like, it feels like people were watching Cam Ward and Sanders so much they forgot to watch Jalen milroe, bro. Like, bro can play, okay? Like, I watched him beat Texas. I watched him beat LSU. Like, what else must he do, bro? Like, why in the way can he, like, oh, so this is because this is because he had a great team like Alabama? No. Nah, bro, let's not do that. But this is the same narrative they did on like on Hess, bro, in the Eagles. They say he had a great team around him. He's not good, bro. Let's not do this thing, okay? Let's not do this thing, bro. Like, just look at this dude's speed, bro. I feel like he might actually be faster than Cam Ward, bro. I think he might actually be faster than Cam Ward, bro.
As a prospect, like I said, were clearly on the film. This man's rushing upside is historic. That is 100% unarguable. When he is drafted, whatever team takes him, and when he eventually sees the field,
bro, I don't care what team takes him, bro. Bro, like, I don't lie, bro. I'm a milroe fan more than Sanders and Cam Ward combining the same team. I don't care, bro. I'm still gonna be a milroe fan, bro. Whatever team he joins, bro. I'm watching milroe anytime, any day, bro. Like, and like, there's a big time difference in my country, like. You know, this thing plays around 2 a.m. bro, in the fucking morning, okay? 2 a.m. bro. I don't even know why I say in the morning. You don't know when I say a.m. So, if it's milroe play, I'm gonna be watching. I won't lie, bro. Like, if it's Sanders, I watch the highlights, bro. I'm not staying up until 3 in the morning to watch Cam Ward of Sanders, but I know I'm staying up all night to watch motherfucking Jalen milroe, bro. Like, I don't even want to cast, but I'm just pissed off. Like, why everybody doubting him? Like, they like see him last season, bro. Like, wow, is it because they think they want season wonder? No, bro, he gonna prove himself. I'm telling you, bro. I'm betting my legs on this, bro.
He will make a play in the NFL that makes you think, holy mother of pearl, this dude is going to be an all-time great. I mean, this is a guy who didn't do the combine, which would have most likely raised his draft stock, but at the pro day, he ran a 4.37. And for reference, Michael Vick is on a whole nother stratosphere who technically ran a...
Bro, he and therefore, bro, I reacted to a video not long ago, like yesterday, right, about the top 10 fastest and slowest starting QBs. Like, Pat Mahomes wasn't the slowest one, bro. Jalen Hurts didn't even have a 4.3, bro. Nah, don't play about him, bro.
4.25, and then you got Lamar Jackson who ran a 4.34. Once again, I think it's disrespectful to even compare anyone to Lamar Jackson, but I don't know what else to say. I can't avoid it. I'm sorry.
Nah, bro. Nah, I don't think it's disrespectful. Like, bro, everybody comparing Lamar. No, everybody comparing Jaden Daniels to the way Lamar Jackson plays. Okay, nah, they're not actually like straight up comparing Jackson to Jay Daniels. But okay, now what? It makes sense. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna shut up.
So his strengths are his arm, his ungodly athleticism, and his work ethic. Okay, sounds great, but I mean, shut the fuck up, Tub Frog. You don't know jack shit. Keep wanking it to Tom Brady, you lizard-eyed fuck. We just saw Anthony Richardson come into the league and stink it up. Jalen Milroe is literally the same player. So what's the difference? Except he's really not. The discourse surrounding the Jalen Milroe comparisons to me in general has just been kind of toxic. It's like wherever you look, people say, you flip a coin with Jalen Milroe and he's either going to be Lamar Jackson or Anthony Richardson. Now, if that were true, he'd be the #1 pick, but it's not. Although there are similarities to Anthony Richardson, Milroe is not the same prospect as AR. Richardson's frame is way different and was a much more natural quarterback than Milroe is as a whole, but the biggest criticism of Anthony Richardson coming out of college was his decision-making and short throws. But for Milroe, I don't think that's as big of an issue. A problem, yes, but in Anthony Richardson's last season in college, he completed just 53.8% of his passes, while Milroe in 2024 had his completion percentage at 64.3%. And even more interesting to me is on passes over 40 yards, out of...
I mean, like, they don't actually see what I'm saying right here. Jalen Milroe, Jalen Hurts, both from Alabama, both black QBs, but not like, no, both of them not being like, no, in the top mock draft, whatever, bro, you know. And they both going to the NFL from Alabama, and they both name, like, bro, like, history is kind of repeating itself right here. Maybe I'm wrong, yeah.
Every single player in college football, nobody was more efficient on these throws as Jalen Milroe was, with PFF having him graded out at a 95.8 in this category. And that's with his top receiver Ryan Williams finishing second in the SEC in drops. And the eye test for me backs this up as well. Watching the two players in college, I have to say, I feel like Jalen's biggest issue isn't these short throws. Does it need a lot of polishing? Of course. But for me, his biggest problem is his footwork. And like I said, I don't believe he's a natural quarterback, but that also, to me, can be fixed. Once again, though, on the other side of that, let's not sit here and act like Anthony Richardson at this point in his career is unsalvageable. Do not forget, literally just a few months ago, AR was the 7th most likely player in the NFL to win the MVP. So, I'm sorry. Like, if I had the chance to draft Anthony Richardson again in 2025, I take him in the first round. He just has things that you cannot teach, but that's also what's so fascinating to me with Jalen Milroe. The potential of the what if, but also a little thing called opportunity cost. Opportunity cost, if you're unfamiliar, is basically the value you miss out on by choosing something else, which is the main reason why I'm against taking a running back in general in the first round. For example, when the Giants took Saquon second overall, everyone said it worked out for them, but instead, if the Giants decided to take Denzel Ward, and then with the 34th pick in the second round took Nick Chubb, they would have likely been way better off. So that's why I don't want to take Ashton Genty as a Raiders fan. But to me, this logic applies to Jalen Milroe more than any player I may have ever seen. Historically, a player with upside like Jalen Milroe has never been seen at this low of a price. And the last time we saw it was, well, with Lamar Jackson. I'm sorry, I can't stay away from the comparison, bro, but they're doing it again. People are telling Jalen Milroe to switch positions, and he'll be a better running back than a quarterback.
I mean, we can like argue about that a bit, bro. Because honestly, bro, like I kind of like it when he rushes for touchdowns more than when he passes. So we might like debate about that, bro. You know, we might debate about that, bro. Because us in the way he rushes for touchdown is natural more than when he throws. I feel like that's something, bro. Like if you don't wanna change, bro, I'm sticking by his side. Like I'm a fan, bro. So whatever position he takes in the NFL, bro, I'm fully supporting that one, bro.
It just feels so obvious that like in 3 years, if he wins the MVP, people are gonna bring up that this statement even existed at one point. But what I'm trying to say is that if you're a team like I don't know, a certain organization that is hands down the best fan base in sports, a team that has a head coach that took a third-round quarterback in the past and turned him into a Hall of Famer. Let me cope here. An offensive coordinator that siphoned one of the best quarterbacking seasons of all time out of Nick Foles. Just hear me out. And a quarterback's coach who's been in and out of the organization for about a decade. And let's say that we
we get it, bro. You are a Raiders fan, bro.
take Tetero McMillan 6th overall, a guy I'm kind of hoping we grab. I'm sorry. I don't know how you don't look at the 37th pick in the draft and aren't salivating if Jalen Milroe's available. And all the other teams ahead of you outside of possibly...
What do you think, bro? Jalen milroe joining the Raiders, bro. Do you think that's gonna be like a good match, bro? Jalen milroe to like, I don't care, bro. I'm still gonna watch him, bro. Like, I don't care. Even if he goes to like Detroit, even if he goes to like the West of the West in the NFL, bro, I'm still watching him. So, but do you think like Jalen milroe will light it up, bro, if he joins the Raiders, bro? Like Las Vegas, bro. So you don't go to Las Vegas? All right, they change, right? Oh, damn.
Cleveland are set at quarterback. I mean, I'd be in that front office room rubbing my hands, giggling. Cause look, okay, I'm sorry. Once again, please comment on this to see if there's another perspective that I'm not understanding, but I do not see how objectively this is not a worthwhile gamble. If your team is searching for a franchise quarterback and you have a veteran quarterback on the roster who's overcame everything himself and has figured out what it takes to be a very good player in the NFL, why not, in potentially the second round or even later, take a shot at a player that, to me, has the highest ceiling out of any quarterback in this draft, that can fulfill the most valuable position in the NFL, a guy that had 500 yards and 4 touchdowns on Georgia, a guy that is the system of any offense he plays in, and all you have to do is develop him correctly.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. But like milroe proved himself against the 3 biggest teams. Okay, the 3 biggest teams in college. Okay, he proved himself against Georgia. He proved himself against LSU. He proved himself, and LSU were at home, bro. Okay, like there was like a home crowd disadvantage against Alabama, bro. But still, bro, milroe didn't let that get to him. He proved himself against Texas Longhorns. I'm just saying, bro, like, what else must this man do, bro? Like, bring God to earth. Defeat Satan. Come on, yo.
And not do what the Colts did with Anthony Richardson and throw him straight into the fire. So that's why I think Jalen Milroe is the most interesting player that I've ever evaluated myself. There's just such a wide spectrum with him. I've seen him go like top 10 in some mock drafts and also like drop out of the 3rd round and 4th round in another one. They have no idea what to do with him. But also at the same time, an optimistic viewpoint of him as a player is just so hard to not think of Lamar Jackson. One of the greatest players of all time. But maybe for as much as we want to keep denying it, that's exactly what Jalen Milroe could become. Anyways, if you like this video, then subscribe, because...
Yeah, bro. We gonna see, bro. Like, it's the same question I asked on my other video, okay? Like, do y'all see Jalen Milroe being in the top 10 first overall picks? Do y'all see him being in the first, being drafted as a first rounder? I really wanna know, bro. So like in the comments, you'll go crazy, okay? Tell me what y'all think, okay? Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and like, okay? Subscribe and like. Leave a comment what you think about Jalen Milroe being drafted, bro. Do you think he's being drafted in the first round? Do you think there's a chance him being in the top 10 overall pick, first overall picks, or all that, bro? I'm gonna see you boy next time, okay? Stay safe, boys, okay? Stay safe. And remember, bro, Crimson Tide forever, okay?